Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another tournament stream. Woohoo! Now, first order of business, there's a 3-minute delay on this stream. That is to avoid anyone being able to stream snipe at one another, and there are no rewards for watching the stream aside from the epic gameplay that you get to see. So tonight I am following Appa. We are going to go into this thing now. This is the current scoreboard for the second stage of the round robin. This was the scoreboard for the first one, and basically if you add 2 points to the top 4 here, you've got the new score. So Appa has 9, Aqua has 8, Rejects has 6, and Belove has 5. And Raid, Immo, RBMK, and Legion all still have 2. So that's basically the top 4 is not secure yet, but it is relatively secure because, yeah, what are the chances of the teams, well, basically, especially Appa and Aqua, they're just really, really strong. So yeah, it's not all over yet. Anything can still happen, but it is going to be very, very tough for the teams not currently listed for the top 4 to still make an active push for it. Because, like, if we look at Raid is meeting Appa, for instance, tonight. And, well, so is Rejects, to be honest, because that basically Appa has just been winning everything so far. So I'm really curious to see them play. I've seen them in the qualifiers a few times, but I've not seen them play in the round robins yet, so I'm really looking forward to that. And basically the thing is that all these teams are absolutely epic. The matches that I've seen so far in the round robins are the best that I've seen in any round robin in any season. But that also makes it very tricky because sometimes the scores don't reflect how close the games were, and they just look like a walkover when in reality the games were just really close, and it's like these little minute mistakes that can cost the team the game. But yeah, like I said, we are following Appa tonight. Yes, thank you for that. And Appa is, like I said, really strong. Hasn't lost a single round in a round robin yet. And would be cool to see if they can continue that streak and make it all the way to 14 rounds won in 2 round robins. That would be epic. So there we go. We can go into the room and have a look at the teams and the tanks that they're gonna pick. I have a feeling that Slobina is not gonna drive the Titan 54D. We are moving to Middelburg. Middelburg, of course, bit tricky map. Like, the thing is that we see a lot of action happen more in town these last few days than we have, like, up in the hill. Even though up in the hill is usually still the way to go. But it makes for very interesting gameplay because you can also use the buildings to shield yourself and everything. And let's see, Appa's taking 2 TVPs and 2 777 so far. Uni also taking a 777, Kid Student in the bad chat. And there we go, Elmiri the AMX 54. Whereas on Reject side we see a Badger, we see 2 Street Wagons, and IS-4, a 777, and whatever Winch and Slobina are going to take. Just over a minute left to go. No repassages yet, basically. They still have a minute to actually, like, ready up. But still, I always get very nervous in their stat in these kind of stages. Because I'm like, oh my god, what if someone forgets to ready up and then they have a 7 versus 6 and oh my god. To be fair, we've had enough crashes to actually see 7 versus 6 and don't wish that on anyone really. Though, to be fair, also 2 times where that happened that the team that had 6 actually won, so there's that as well. And there we go, Winch in the Streetwagen and Slobina in the 777. Interesting lineup both sides. Curious to see what they will do with it. Also curious to see the Badger again. It has worked wonders on this map before. And let's have a look. Countdown clock has begun. Everyone is ready to go into the game. And here we go. Let's see, lots of Appa avatars as well. I wonder if we're going to see some blind shots. No, we have Cyrillic speaking players in these teams, Fufu. So people are free to speak their own language as long as they are civil and polite. Blind shots happening. And you can see them hit the ground. Object 3 not getting shot as it crosses over. And basically we have Appa getting spotted there. Crossing with those 777s. And going straight for the base. Which is not unprotected. But he's not alone. And he might eat another shot. He does not. They capped the base. The base circle thing glitch is still there. And Rejects is capping base C. Eventium takes another hit as he pulls back. Uni now taking one. Days carefully getting out of there. Uni does take a hit there. Nice shot from Bobby. This was a very aggressive gameplay by Appa, but it might just work out. We have Kitsune in the bush to spot anyone crossing back into town. He does not see Bobby there though. Uni. Vantium getting out of there. If they so can. And Uni getting shot at but shooting back. And Appa is holding strong, but now the rest of Rejects is actually pushing at the back, and Uni might be the odd one out here. He is getting shot from behind. And there's nothing he can do about it. He's gonna go down. Appa losing quite a bit of HP here. Bobby getting tracked. Playmaker goes down. Bobby does get another hit in. And that lost HE shell did not kill him, but there he goes after all. Dace being the preferred target right now. Scorpion Drago taking a big hit. Oh, Dace bounced that. That is a troll shot, honestly. He still gets him in the end. There goes Scorpion Drago. And there goes Almiri. It is 4v4. 2 bases for Rejects. Winch goes down. Vendium goes down. 3v3. A and B both being capped. Object 3 running off into the hills. Kitsune finishes capping. Does take a big hit there though. Now Slobina has to be careful. Does get tracked. Lost. Nice tracking shots there. And Slobina is surviving, but by the skin of his teeth. Is permanently tracked. Punisher goes down. Kitsune goes down. Slobina gets hugged to death by Object 3. And now it's just General who's capping base A. Versus 2 TVPs. That is disaster really. Base B now being capped. And we have Lost already ready with the shots. And he doesn't really have a choice. He has to move in. He has to make it happen. But he also knows that he's not going to survive this. Not versus 2 TVPs that can clip him. And that will clip him. And there he goes. And the first game is for Appa. It was a close game though. This technically could have gone either which way. But then Appa started getting the kills in and just keeping their tanks alive that little bit longer, making them run away in order to survive and then come back. And versus 2 fully loaded at TVPs, there's little you can do. So that is the first game up and over already. And we are getting ready for the second one on Middelburg. Rejects now taking a Super Conqueror by the looks of it. Along with 3 Steves. Potentially nice 4 and 777. And hopefully a 7 player, but no doubt that'll happen. Ooh, 2 Super Conquerors. 3 even. So 3 of each. All they need now is the 7 player, but there we go. Potentially 4 Super Conquerors. That is interesting to see though. No, they're changing things. Bobby back in the Badger. 2 Steves. 2 Super Conquerors, an LT and an IS-7. Versus 3 AMX 54s. 2 Steves. A 1-1B and an LT. And let's have a look. See, this is always the thing. Like, when I see different tanks from the standard meta being taken, I always wonder what they're going to do with them. And it's also important to note that what works in tours doesn't necessarily work in randoms, both with lineups and tanks and teams and everything. Because the thing is that these guys are playing together, and that makes all the difference in every way. Elmiri having the gorgeous golden camo together with Kitsune. Blind shots have happened. None have gone in. Kitsune in an interesting boost spot. Does spot Slobina there. And then drops down. And they quickly kept together. Before probably hightailing it out of there, not wanting to get absolutely massacred. The rest of Appa arriving in the hills, but they have the base. Last is the first one to take a bit of a hit. Winch now going for base A. Whereas Kitsune is probably... No, he's going for the corner. He's going to protect base B by the looks of it. C being stolen right now. Rejects going for the base cap. Big hit into Uni. He does reset it, but it does cost him quite a bit of HP there. Slobina is not afraid to try. They might just get it, and that will add pressure. Winch has come back. Base A is now being threatened by Kitsune. Not quite going in there, but looking who's there. The thing is, Rejects doesn't know that they've got a big advantage here. Winch going in, but it's a trap that Winch just doesn't know about yet. Base A is being kept. Days arriving at the back. And Winch is not going to outgun both of them. He will still get a shot in, but he's not going to survive the next reload. And he is taken out. And as a result, in the hill, we see Rejects pushing. They're leaving the base for what it is, pushing straight on in. Last being the preferred target. Who pulls back behind the ruins to survive. And I think in this case it's more... Oh, that was an ammo rack. Scorpion Drago just got ammo rack there. That is not working out for them. And they are still trying to take out Lost. But the thing is that they have they had 2 bases. Now they still have 1. They still have a point advantage, but Punisher goes down as well. And the points are changing hands quite quickly. Playmaker got set on fire. RNG is not really with them either, to be fair. But at the same time, it's also like Rejects is a bit hesitant here. They didn't quite commit to the push. And at the same time, when it was clear that there were 2 players down there to deal with Winch, they knew they had the upper hand there, gun-wise. They didn't even know they had an extra gun up there as well. Slabina reverse side scraping against Daze. But there he goes. Quite a quick and brutal game, but I think that this is more Rejects' loss than Appa's win, so to speak. And that is more because that hesitancy. And it makes sense if you basically... It's easy for me to say when... Oh, look at those backgrounds though. Those are so gorgeous. But yeah, it's easy for me to talk like that when I'm not actually feeling the pressure, not actually playing. But they could have gone for it. They could have won that. And still not sure if that is what would have happened, mind you. Because it's still Appa. But I think that slight hesitance and making a move made all the difference here. We are moving on to Black Goldville. Rejects leaving the Badger behind. Going for 2 Steves, 3 Steves, an IS4 and potentially IS7, sorry, and potentially 3 AMX54s. Whereas on the other side we see 2 Steves, a TVP, an LT, 2 Concept 1Bs and another TVP. Appa very convincing so far. We'll have to see if they continue that streak. But this is also the thing, like I always say that when you see matches like this, it's not that one team is playing bad, it's just that the other team is playing better. But I do feel that Rejects team is a bit lost compared to how I saw them before. Of course the Amarak definitely didn't help them, along with the fire and all. That kind of dents your battle plan, let's say. Let's have a look. I still wish the totem thingy was an attachment. Because that's the only thing I don't like about this camo. The totem on top. Blind shot happening. Oh, Uni taking a big hit there. Cheeky buggers, honestly. This is the thing with the reload in the beginning already being a thing. Lost gets spotted. General going into that very cheeky spot that we've seen Peter in yesterday as well. Zerd. And the thing is, he's in a very good spot there, especially when he has some support. He can spot and it's hard to hit him. He's got a nice rock and a ramp. Winch being very forwards there. Spotting people. Also making sure that Lost is spotted. Who's now running around. And gets spotted again. C and A both being taken. Playmaker split, staying that split second longer to quicken the cap. But Appa has a slight advantage here. in points. Ever so slight though. And now we have Winch making a move for base B. Immediately gets shot at. Oof, Uni taking a big hit there. Actually, did go back into the badger there. And now, with Rejects having 2 bases, that gives them an advantage. Ventium damages himself a tiny bit there. Winch, troll bounce. TVPs are at the back there. Uni losing quite a bit of HP. Making a very nice potential target. If they can get to him, because he's got Ventium as armor as well as the ramp. Now the TVPs are moving in, going after General. And Kitsune loses a whole lot of HP for that. Last goes down first though. Kitsune is still alive, if barely. General gets a kill there in form of Uni. Scorpion Dragon moving in. And they want to take a Kitsune. General goes down. Big hits into Elmiri. The DVPs are there, but right now there's rocks. Daze goes down. Rejects has 2 bases and 920 points. They just need the kills to secure it. There goes Object 3. And there we go. Rejects has the game. And gets another kill to boost. To boot. Well done. Again, with the point pressure, that seems to be Rejects' strength. We've seen so many absolutely gorgeous matches from Rejects with cap pressure like that. So well done. I think also the blind shots in the beginning, yeah, that's the thing. Like, there have been quite a few comments over time about the fact that we can now enter the battle reloaded. And like, for randoms, I don't really care either way. I think it will mainly help with people not firing their reserve shell right away, maybe. But I get that for tours, it's very, very special. Let's see. Rejects now getting ready in an LT. A concept 1B, 2 Kranwagens, 777, AMX 54, and whatever Spit ready's up in. It's just not a 777. And on the other side we see a Mouse, Elmiri in the Badger, 3 Steves, potentially 5 Steves. Hello everyone that's watching, and a special little hello to, of course, Fufu and Vengeance and Jacob. And here we go. Fufu, they're free to speak their own language, it's fine. Because the thing is that when you have Cyrillic speaking players, you can't really expect it to all say English. We see immediately some blind shots happening into that spawn. No damage done this time though. Rejects taking quite a forwards position. And more blind shots happening. Appa focusing mainly on the base A side. Winch takes a hit. Elmiri nicely dug in there. Base A is being taken. And we have Bobby taking a quick look around. And shooting Elmiri. Nice shot. Cheeky. Before going to cap base C. And of course they know who's there based on the amount of time Elmiri stays spotted. Spitfires losing some HP. Uni getting shot at a lot but not actually taking damage for it. Let's actually stick with him for a little bit. He is resetting again, but he's also using that heal quite nicely. Spit is the one that's damaging him. But he is steadily losing HP. Winch also moving in. And so they cap again. To see if they can cap together fast enough. Ooh, no, they do get it. Reset happening just a split second too late. But in the meantime, we have Appa moving around. Elmiri now being set upon. Kitsune's there as well though. Spit losing a whole lot of HP. Winch trying to keep him alive. But not die himself. But now we have Uni at the back there as well. Spit goes down. They had no choice but to go up, but at the same time they lost a lot of HP doing that. Winch also in trouble. They're dealing with the mouse. They don't really have another option. Winch very low on HP. Might still get a vital kill here. Nope, he does not. Slobina goes down as well. There goes Uni. Base B is being set upon. Scorpion Drago gets taken out, and that is a 3-gun advantage for Appa, who is now going after Playmaker and General. Bobby arriving is also getting shot at. Of course, the most juicy target gets taken out very, very quickly. Playmaker is looking forward. Is he AFK? Oh god, I hope not. There goes his turret at least. And there goes General, giving the point to, well, the game to Appa, because we're not at a match point just yet. Bit of a chaotic game. Lots of rotating around, and basically, in this case, Appa was ready for the base B move. They still got it in the end, but it cost them quite a bit of HP. And then they had to go somewhere, because otherwise they would get farmed, and that all didn't work out for them. Let's see, it just types in the chat that people can speak their own language. You see, I get that it means that it can't really be moderated, but at the same time, I don't want to force people to speak a language they're not comfortable in, and I want to trust them that they're polite. And now Appa is up for a potential match point as we get ready for the first game on Alpenstadt. Rejects now taking a Jaeger. Ooh, they're taking a Jaeger. 4 Steves and 2 AMX-54s. Whereas on Appa's side, we see 2 121Bs, an AMX-54, an LT, and 3 Steves. Really curious to see how the Jaeger will perform. We don't often see that in tours. Let's have a look. Up, up, and away. Appa focusing on the base A side, whereas Rejects is heading towards the other direction. And Appa is not quite wolfpacking, but lots of players from Rejects have been spotted already. Kitsune did take a hit for that though. C and A both being taken. And Rejects might have to cap slightly earlier because they capped with 2. And now they're pulling back. Oh, Spitfires. Losing quite a bit of HP there. Playmaker taking a semi-side scraping position. Does get spotted for that. Knows that there's someone there. Uni taking a bit of a hit. He just doesn't know where exactly they're at. Slobina dogging quite nicely. The point difference is like 5 points and it's like a split second. Playmaker moving back. Appa regrouping a little bit. They know that someone is probably in their spawn. Kitsune. This is always kind of... I wonder what's being said on voice to go along with those map comments. Phantom rotating around. Base C is not unprotected though. But he is having a look to see if he spots anyone. Doesn't do that. But he knows they have to be somewhere. They just don't know where because right now no one is spotted. And right now, this is the thing, Rejects have stacked their tanks quite nicely in positions where they can support one another regardless of which way the push comes. Slobina is having a quick look. So is Uni. Not quite peeking out. There you go. They know that someone is there. Elmiri moving forwards. Not spotted right now though. This kind of like feeling it out thing. They just don't know where exactly everyone is. Ooh, Elmiri does get spotted there. And he immediately pulls back. Punisher gets spotted in turn. Not taking any chances. And we have Uni having taken up another position. Nearing base B. Not taking that chance though. And we are at a very, very stalemate game right now. But we see all the players dividing. We're nearing 800 points. Bobby Fischer is spotted. Uni taking a hit. Oof, Playmaker not getting that massive shot in. And Appa is making a move. Bobby Fischer is hightailing it out of there. Wanting to get to a safer position to survive. Oof, Uni losing a lot of HP there. But so does Bobby. And all they need is one kill, that's the thing. Slobina going for the cap. Punisher, very low on HP, is going to get taken out and there's nothing they can do about it. He goes down. Base B is kept, but there we go, 1,000 points. Appa has it on the 2 kills alone. This was such a slow game. But in the end, it was all about the kills and Appa just keeping their players alive a little bit longer and sensing where the old one out was. Very well played here. Very cheeky game, even though it was very slow building. But that's the thing, that I kind of love that. When you have a game that is just like very tactical, trying to outfeel each other, seeing where everyone is at and everything. It makes for very gorgeous games. So yeah, that's the first matchup up and over. Appa taking home at that point. Let's have a look. There's some matches still probably going. Aqua won their match. They were up against the Legion. And then we have B-Love. Let's have a look. B-Love is still fighting RBMK. And of course we have Immo versus Raid. And Raid won that. So Raid has a point as well here. So Appa and Aqua both have 3 points. Reject stays at 2. B-Love might still get 1, don't know. Raid got 1 and RBMK might get 1 as well. So just going to show you a few replays because we got plenty of time, and I've got a replay from none other than Fufu. So let's have a look at that. Of course, all the tier 10 tanks are about to change. I kind of like that though. Like, I'm not saying that I'm a fan of all the changes, but I like that they're changing things up. Because the thing is that tier 10, especially in Encounter, can be very, very dull. Everyone goes to the same spots in the same tanks and to the same positions doing the same things. And basically changing all the tanks means that people need to think about what they're doing more and basically get to know a tank anew. I do kind of like that part of it. Ooh, there's a lot of tanks there. Dina also being taken. That's a bit of a tricky position to be in then for him. He's going to try and get behind them, I think. Juicy targets might be nice. He does get spotted for his efforts. Oof, nice shot. Ooh, not quite peeking out there. And of course we have a nice little juicy fosh there. And that's the end of the nice juicy little fosh. Oh. I really need to drive the E4 more. It is still a very, very good tank. I just don't drive it nearly enough. Nice. And that's the end of the spaghetti. Oh, juicy. Oof. I always like it when you have like an HE derp and the guy goes, "Yeah, we hit them hard." Because you kinda didn't. Proof voices are a bit messed up at times. He's not going for the caps. Oh, hello there. He's taking a side-scraping position. Nice. They need that kill. Nice shot. T-Fits and Heavy not looking too healthy. big hit into him there though. Nice little ammo rack damage. Which hopefully means that he reloads very, very slowly. Which is exactly what they need right now. Oh, nice bounce. HE to the back. Oh, that would be glorious. Aww. That feels kind of mean though, not gonna lie. Ah, stole the kill and the perfection at the end, but that shot, wow. Feels kind of mean. Beautiful ace there. See, I do get some aces, but games like this, I generally don't end up with. This level of damage farming is epic. And I'm not mean damage farming in bad way, like high damage games are epic. So let's see, what else have I got for you? I'm not sure which one I've got 3 gameplays of the Groundbug and I'm not sure which one I showed. This is the one I didn't show yet, I think. Let's see. Groundwagon is also one of those tanks. It is such a nice tank when it works for you. But if your shots don't go in, you're basically doomed. That's kind of the case with any tank, but like the whatchamacallit, the DPM of the Kran isn't that high. And that makes it a bit more of a challenge. Once you're out of your clip, you're basically well, until you reload, you're not very valuable to your team then. But then when you can do that, he's just keeping his last shell because he's got no backup right there, which is probably a very good call. He's just casually waiting until he's got his full clip back. Well done. Nice tracking shot. There goes the E5. Nice. Oof. He is a bit in trouble though, where he's at, and now having no friends. Of course, when your friend tries to hug you a bit too much, that also doesn't help. Nice shots. See, when it does work for you, it works really, really well. But honestly, this is another one of those tanks that I honestly need to just drive more again. Because I haven't touched it in ages. It is 5v4. Nice. He doesn't want that kill. He wants to go for damage. Nice. Overall, that's a pretty good team though, to be honest. almost fully loaded. No, can't HE that, but... And again, he's going for the damage, not the kills. Casual 5k there. Well done. Let's see. Lovely little ace there. 900 assisted damage. $1,511 base XP. Nicely done. Let's see, what else have I got to show you? Oh, actually I have a replay in the concept on B that I want to show off. Because we still have time. We have like 20 minutes left before we get a room invite. This is one of those things that I like, how the legendary camo sort of hides its weakness, like the weak spot on the turret. At the same time, I also think that that's very wrong. Bit of both, really. Let's see. See, I tend to play a bit more like this as well. I don't really have much patience. I just go in. And I like positions like this where you can spot people and hopefully get that first free shot. Nice cheeky shot there. See, that's what I mean. Shots like that are just really fun. Oh, nice. Good barely penned that. He's just basically being a hold down monster of sorts. Let's see. Would be nice if we could have gotten that in. But he has to be a bit more careful there. His team is behind the gun right now. Nice shot. And the type is pushing him at this stage. Probably hoping that if he just... Oof, that's still panned. I don't think he realizes that by staying up he's actually making himself an easier target. Nice. Oof. Yay for teammates. He doesn't have many left. Force is still moving. Nice shot. It's a bit of a cheeky game so far. But they are going to need some bases or get the kills quickly. I don't know where the waffle is. But this is the thing though with supremacy. You can lose on points and that's... Well, there's the waffle. That would not be good. So he's doing the only thing that he can do. Let's go after the waffle as quickly as I can. Without hopefully without taking another shot of damage. There you go. Oh, that is lucky. Oh my god. If that drives into you, you're basically doomed. Use the speed. He missed! He missed! Nice tracking shot. Oh my god. He's surviving on 7 HP. Versus a much healthier E100. I'll take that. Wow. Beautiful game. Very cheeky game as well, but beautiful. See, that's the thing when you have like pro players like Jack here. He just makes things look so easy, and they're definitely not that easy. Well done. Let's see, I'm gonna look at the scores in a little bit because there will be time between my showing the last replay that I can show. Let's see, I am actually curious. I have a game in the YOLO wagon that I want to show you. YOLO wagon is one of those tanks that I know is really good. I just haven't really gotten along with it. It just doesn't work for me. I think it's also more because the style of YOLO doesn't necessarily fit me. Let's see. So you know you can be very, very forwards with this tank, and it can work absolutely wonders when you do. Kind of like what he's doing, but for some reason it doesn't really suit my style. No supremacy bases, so nothing to cap here. But I think he's going to find the Minotauro and the Death Star. But there's the Minotauro. He's all the way over there. That did not pen. Well, did not hit even. That did hit, but didn't pen. He's not having the best of games, do you? Let's see. Nice shot. This is the thing though with the YOLO wagon. It's so troll. That definitely went in, but it is such a troll tank. I think he's trying to get alongside him. Nice. He's not making it easy on him. Nice bounce. And it is mobile enough to not actually get circled to death. Again, nice little bounce there. See, this is the thing. It works really well when you drive it like this. Let's see. And there we have the Death Star who just missed his shot. Nice. He did just take out an whole IS-7 alone. Oh, they're just not showing themselves enough. Oh, oh, it did help him get the kill. Nice. Now there's just 3 TDs left, which statistically speaking, I mean, if I'm up against any tank type, then I would prefer a TD. Yeah, you can't really shoot him from there, that's the issue. Nice. I could risk it, but it is a slower flying shell. So this is safer. And he can just farm. Because why not? I'm not sure what the Starburst ones helps with, because he's not the one that is being focused on here. He's not even activating adrenaline here. That probably didn't pen. Yeah, wouldn't have been, otherwise he'd be dead now. Death Star missing or bouncing a shot there. And our YOLO bagging is moving in. Nope. YOLO wagon for the win. There we go. Nope, denied. Death Star does not get the kill. I always like how you hear the shots. That's why playing with sound can be very, very valuable, because you can also hear when someone else is fired. So even if you don't see it on the screen, you're not sure if they're reloading, you can hear what's going on. $1,493 basic speed there for 5.5k damage. Lovely game. Now I've got time for one more, so I'm gonna show you Fufu's other replay, and then we'll have a look at scores and stuff. Ooh, another Yukon game. Yukon is such a nice map to play on though. It is good for aces, especially if you're like not the primary target, when they're just shooting your team and farming them, and you can do all the farming on the other side. And this is also one of those tanks. It is a good tank. I don't really like it all that much, so I tend to just not play it. It's collecting dust in my garage. Capping the base to get it down. It does pack a wallop though when it does pen and hit. Oof, there you go. Ooh, he is being careful. Nice. AMX arriving. Nice, that's the end of him. AMX being steadily murdered, but so is the tiger. There we go. I never understand it. Yes, you are a German heavy. Yes, you have armor. That doesn't mean that you need to show your enemy all your sights in order for them to shoot you better. Like when you drive into the enemy team like that, it's not gonna end well. As in like the tiger did, not like how Fufu is driving. He's being a bit more careful and using cover and everything. I think he was hoping for a death hug. There we go. Four v 3. Nice hit. Would have been beautiful if you could still shoot the cheek there. They are a tank ahead, and they do have 2 bases. Nice. But it's always nicer to win both on points and kills and damage and everything. Oof. And that's why your reaction needs to be quick, because in the end, Emil 2 is a clipper. Nice shot. Oh, juicy. Well done. Didn't get the kill, did get a lovely shot in there. See, that's what I mean. When a tank works for you, like I said, if they're not really focusing on you, especially on a map like Yukon, you can have such a lovely game. But that's always the tricky part, making sure that you are not the primary target, but your teammates are. 1620 base XP. Wow. Okay, so now we're going to wait for the room, which should be up in just a few minutes. 2 minutes to be exact. And let's have a look. Ooh, RBMK won that one from B-Love. So that's what I mean though, like it is still open. Top 4 is not quite decided yet. The only ones that are like definitely there are Aqua and Appa. Because basically, probably the only point that they will lose is the one that one of them will lose versus the other. Because they're just that strong. That is going to make the match between them really epic though. But at the same time, because they are both secure, there's a lot less pressure there. So we might see somewhat less serious gameplay then. Because they don't need to show each other their trump cards. Of course they will play to win. But what I mean is that they just don't need to die hard it. With both of them safe, or safe-ish, they will still play to win the games, but at the same time, like I said, they don't need to show the back of the tongue, as the saying goes. They don't need to show all their cards, whatever saying you want to use for that. So the room invite should be up in just a few seconds, and then I will accept it, and we will go back to the garage to avoid anyone seeing any tank style being picked. There we go. And Raid, of course, is also one of those teams that not all the days we've seen them have been Raid winning, but at the same time they've always been epic, and it's been such a pleasure to watch them play. And that's kind of the case for all the top 8 teams. I've had so much fun watching the round robin rounds so far. It's just been beautiful. And yes, I know that I am a bit weird about these things, and I wish that people would appreciate tournaments more. Not so much for, like, the pro players themselves, but just for like the team play. I love how with tools, when you get to this level, this is the highest level of gameplay that you can see. And it's just like when 7 players just coordinate together, make tactics together, have teamwork together, and play together. Like, it's a 7-man team, basically. But then with actual planning behind it and everything. And I absolutely love it. It's the best potential that you can get out of the game. So yeah, just about half a minute left before we will go into the room. And then we will see the last matchup of this evening. Appa probably being very, very strong again, but let's see if Raid can actually catch them unawares a bit. Because that's kind of the thing, when you have a team that is as strong as Appa is, it's an absolute pleasure to watch them play, and you know how strong they are and that they can very easily make it work and everything. At the same time, I always have that little bit of me that is going to root for the underdog then. And as epic as Raid is, they are the underdog in this matchup. But yeah, we've seen crazy things before. Anything can happen. Raid already fully there. Ready for Nube in a VK72, 3 Street Wagons, a 777 and 2 AMX 54s. Appa also completely there, but not ready up just yet. One and a half minute left to go. Appa still deciding on tanks. But what we're seeing is a very general lineup aside from the Chieftain MK6. I don't think we will see that in the battle. And there we go. Ooh, AMX 50B making an appearance. Our first one tonight. That's also one of those tanks that basically the meta is Street Wagons, AMX 54s, and some tanks alongside it. That's basically it. And the AMX 50B has been around there, but we haven't seen it all that much. Because the thing is that they're also very juicy. I remember, oof, that was a glorious game actually. Like on Rockfield, 2 AMXs that went to decap base B and rejects actually jumping up from above, off the cliff so to speak, to get those AMXs out of the way. It was glorious. But yeah, Appa now ready with 3 Object 777s, 3 Steves and 1 AMX 50B. Just as we enter the countdown clock and are almost going into the first game of this best of 7. Raid has pulled magic out of their hats before. Anything can still happen. But as we've seen, Appa is very, very strong. That is an I still need to find out what that camo is called because it is absolutely gorgeous. Raid heading towards the middle, sticking together. Appa sending Object 3 towards the ramp. He does get spotted. They know that there's people there. He immediately pulls back to avoid getting hit. He's only spotted Milk so far. But now we see he capping the base. They know that there's more people there. And this might be a reverse trap here. We have 3 777s. Plus Kitsune. Arriving behind blue. All the German super armor. Taken out very, very quickly. Kitsune follows quickly though. Oof, there's a lot going on here. And we have Blitz player going after Yennefer, holding off Uni as well. Sahara at the back there. Oof. Lost goes down. Blitz player got set on fire, goes down. And they're both using the corpse and each other to survive. Sahara seems to be back now. Oof, he seems definitely AFK. That is connection issue. Oh my god. 3v4. But that connection issue did not do them any favors. Milk arriving, taking hits. It's gotta be demoralizing as well. When you have a push going that well, you actually gun up. And then it goes like that. This is not fair. Milk goes down. And we have Sihi coming up behind. Getting a vital shot into Vantium. Sihi does not get that kill shot in. And as a result, Oxford goes down. Vantium goes down, but it's just Sihi. And there's 3 of Appa with a very healthy Object 3 that takes him out. And the first game is for Appa. And there's been so many connection issues on the server these days. And I know that Wargaming has said that it's not them. But something is definitely not working right. Because this was mid-game. This wasn't loading up. I don't think anyone is stupid enough to pop out of the game mid-action. But yeah. I do feel for any team that has that. And we've seen it quite a bit this season. There has been a patch. I'm not sure if that's rolled out yet, but I do know that they were working on that. And now for the second game on New Bay. Raid is ready with 2 AMX 54s, 3 Street Wagons, a Super Conqueror and a 121B. And on the other side we see 3 AMX 50Bs, a 121B, a Street Wagon and potentially 2 777s. Let's see. No, it's a Street Wagon and a TVP instead. Really curious, because this is the thing. AMX 50Bs can be so juicy. But if they manage to get the clips out, if they manage to clip together especially, they can take out pretty much any tank. And that always makes for fun matches to watch. Let's have a look. I always fear that little moment of my not entering the battle yet. Wondering if I forgot to ready up or something. Because that has happened in the past. It's like all trauma. Raid heading towards the base A area. And Appa doing the same thing now. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. Amiri speed boosting there. Blitz player, ooh, taking quite a few hits there. Sahara being shot at, getting tracked and then damaged more. Blue actually taking a shot there. Uni losing a whole lot of HP very, very quickly. Gets taken out. But now we have the wolf pack arriving on... Oh, Kitsune! Oh my god! That is pure deletion. Milk goes down, but oh my god. And Raid. Now farming. Object 3. Oxford arriving. And they will want to take out Object 3 there. And this might have been a bit, basically bit of a bit too much Appa here. Object 3 goes down. Blue gets tracked there. And they're basically shooting every which way. Yennefer goes down. Lost. Now has a full clip. But Almiri gets taken out behind him. He does take out Sihi. And Blue actually got in his way there. Lost, almost gone. Goes down. And there goes Vantium as well. And the game is for Raid. Very aggressive game. But that is the ups and downs of the AMX 50B really. Kitsune just absolutely got murdered there. Well played by Raid here. And now we are moving on to a new map. We are heading to Rockfield, which is where I saw that faded AMX 50B moment. And let's see. Raid getting ready in an AMX 54, 2 street wagons, a 777 and LT. Potentially an AMX 50. Oh, there we go. Double AMX 50B. If reaction ready's up in that. And Appa going for 2 777s, a 60B, an LT, a Concept 1B, a street wagon, and potentially an AMX 54. 40 seconds left before we head into the third game of this lovely matchup so far. And let's see. Everyone ready except for the game itself, but we're nearing the countdown clock. And here we go. Let's have a look. Let's stick with Milk for a moment. Because we have Lost and Milk both in lights. Going for a spot. Mirroring bushes, spotting each other. And so far Yennefer has been spotted, but no one else has on Raid's side. Lost is getting out of there. And Milk is cheekily just going for it, with Uni getting spotted on the other side. Going for that cap. Oh, big hit into Uni there. They are trying to get the shots in. But he is nicely... Oh, he is getting reset. Behind him we have the Lord of the Rings. A now slowly but surely being capped. Wiggling a little to try and knock that shot. They are still shooting that spot, but he does manage to cap it before more hits are taken. Blue is pretty much alone, might definitely need help very, very quickly. Is more or less the sacrificial lamb. trying to avoid being murdered. Does land a big one into Uni, but he's almost gone. Kitsune losing a lot of HP, very as much as well. But Blue is the first one out. Kitsune still alive. Elmiri being tracked. He does land a juicy one too. And now Raid not going in for the kill on Kitsune. Oxford very much in danger here. Gets taken out. I'm not sure what the idea was behind that. Now you have Sahara moving in and see looking the other way. Raid does not seem to be coordinating right. This was their game. They had the cards. Sahara now goes down. Kitsune moving in to shoot Reaction if he ever pops up. He goes down, but so does Reaction to Jennifer. See, almost gone as well. It is 6 versus 2, and I think that this is Raid miscoordinating things or something. Because they were not focusing on the same targets. They were pushing in on their own while the others were pulling back. Milk trying to get some shots in, but he is not going to survive this. There he goes. Vantium goes down as well. Blitz player reloading his clip. But honestly does not have time to reload all of it. And gets taken out by Elmiri from base B. And the game is for Appa. I'm honestly not sure what happened here. Appa responded really well, but also kind of like, this is the thing, when you make mistakes at this level, they get punished very brutally, and that's exactly what Appa did here. They made full use of the, I don't know, chaos within Raid's team, and just pushed straight on against that. No match point for either team just yet. Raid now getting ready for the second game on Rockfield with 2 AMX 54s, 3 Street Wagons, 1 LT and 1 777 versus 2 Object 777s, 3 Street Wagons, an LT and potentially an AMX 54. Last now unreadying a little bit, going into a Street Wagon instead. Half a minute left. I do hope that Raid finds their footing. Because like I said, this is definitely not the Raid that we've seen play before. Like there have been times when Raiders played epically and they lost, but they lost because the other team played better, not because they like made mistakes. But this last game just wasn't very Raid-like. And here we go into the 4th game of this matchup. And let's have a look. Milk now going into the middle. And he does spot Ventium going up. Does not hit that shot, but does not get spotted for his efforts though. Appa being very aggressive. Ventium losing HP. And he's losing more HP there. He has to be careful. Base A is now being kept. Appa being very forwards, but that allows them to cap the base. And they know where most of Ray's forces are. Reaction pulling back, knowing he does not really have to cover that. Ventium losing more HP. And the AMXs are being shot at. Just doesn't do much damage. Uni being farmed a bit from the other side. And Appa actually has the point advantage. Street wagons slowly but surely whittling them down a little bit. Uni moving down. Going after Reaction, who pulls back a tier further. Uni being hurt more. Going for a cap very cheekily. Reaction has to be careful. Because he does have support, but they can't really afford to let him get it. But that is what they're doing. Look at the firepower behind Uni there. And that is just cheeky. Reaction losing quite a bit of HP. That tracking shot costing them quite dearly. Uni losing more HP. Reaction now also being hit by Object 3. C is moving in to distract him, but Reaction is tracked and actually gets taken out there. Appa playing very, very aggressively and very dominantly, but very well. Uni moving in. And at the same time we've got a lot of action happening on top. Blitz player. Jennifer being taken out, but Blitz player very unhealthy looking. Will get taken out soon as well. No, he actually survives another reload. Sahara arriving there. See, he goes down. There goes Lost. Now we have Blue arriving. Blitz player goes down. Appa has the gun advantage. Big hits into Almiri. That's the preferred target. But they want to keep Sahara a little bit more alive. Ooh. Sahara goes down as well, just after Almiri. 3v2. Milk on the other side. Very low HP targets, but he's not looking too healthy himself either. Cheeky shot by Milk there. Taking a very necessary kill, making it 3v3. They have to be careful. Neither of them is spotted now. And now base B is also taken. Raiders all the bases. But Oxford, oof, Blue goes down, and that is very important as well. 925 points for Appa. Now we have Oxford not able to outgun Kitsune. Base B being taken. Oof, Milk does take out Uni. Now I have Object 3 over there. They do have two bases. He needs that kill. Oh, and he does get the kill and Raiders the game. Oh my god. What a game. This is more the way that I was referring to, you know? Fantastic game. Very well played. By both teams, honestly. This was a very chaotic, very everything can happen game, but wow. And now the score is 2-2. No potential match point yet. Because the team needs 4 victories for that. So anything can still happen. And they are proving that anything can indeed still happen. And let's see. Less than a minute left to go. Appa now ready with 160p, 1 AMX 54 and 5 street wagons. And on Raid's side, we see a Super Conqueror, a TVP, and 5 Street Wagons. Battle of the Street Wagons. Both teams also have exactly 1 grinded tank. And let's see. Countdown clock beginning. We're getting ready for the 5th game in this best of 7. And here we go. See, I always, again, like I said, always wonder, did I forget to ready up or something? When it does that, I hate it when the game does that. It makes me nervous, especially when the games are like this and the scores are going up, even Stevens, and it's top 8 and oh my god. Raid heading towards the C and B area. And Appa sending almost all of their Steves towards the C area. So that might be very tricky. See you managing to get up there. They've not spotted each other yet. Kitsune taking a bit of damage there. See he is there to shoot last a bit more. And now we have Milk arriving. And they need to respond. They have no choice. Milk now, very low on HP, is reloading his clip. Is not going to be long for this world. He's being given up basically. And they need to go for the low HP targets. They need to get the kills in. It is all out brawl straight away. Last is set on fire. Is losing a lot of HP in the background there. He goes down. Sihi being farmed. Vantium next in line. Blitz player goes down. Object 3 not looking too healthy either. There goes Vantium. There goes Object 3. Reaction now being focused on, as that is Yennefer. And now Oxford arriving. Shooting Kitsune. Focus fire not quite there for Raid now. Reaction is almost gone. Great tracking shot, that was definitely needed. But it's probably not going to be enough. Uni goes down. Kitsune is almost gone. Yennefer being farmed. Kitsune goes down. Yennefer goes down. Elmiri, the last one left alive for Appa. Does get a nice shot into blue here. Nice little wiggle wiggle. But it is 4 versus 1. And Elmiri kind of has no chance. He might still get a kill. And he does do that. But then he's taken out and the game is full Raid. Very well played. And despite them splitting up a little bit, this actually, like, they made use of Appa splitting their team like that. And just pushed back. Absolutely beautiful. What a game. And now, Raid is up for match point. If they win the next round, then they get the point. And Appa loses its perfect streak. Whereas Appa has to win 2 in a row to basically make sure that they keep their streak. For the second game on May in Ruins, we see Raid sticking with 5 Street Wagons, a Super Conqueror and potentially a TVP. Oh no, we have 6 Street Wagons and a Super Conqueror. Whereas on Appa side, we see 2 777s. Or maybe not, they might still... Oh, actually, God. This is what I meant, you know? Oh my god, can you imagine if I forgot to rally up there and didn't actually go into the battle. That would have been awful. God, my brain is just gone, really. But yeah, now that I am readied up, we can see that Appa is ready in a 60p, 3 AMX54s, 2 Steves and a 777. And honestly, this is what makes this top 8 so interesting. Because even when you're Appa and you've been undefeated so far, they can make things difficult for you. And Appa has just been so strong and so epic and... whew. Honestly, I don't know who to root for. I love the idea of Appa just gloriously reaching the top 4 undefeated. And at the same time, Raid, the underdog in this matchup. Raid going towards a bit of A and a bit in the middle and a bit of C. Whereas Appa sticking together. Heading towards A as well. But sending Yennefer to the middle. People get spotted. Yennefer gets tracked. And loses quite a bit of HP. Loses a whole lot of HP. But they do have to be careful not to lose a gun in turn as well. See, losing a whole lot of HP. Yennefer actually goes down though. But it cost him about a tank's worth of HP in turn. Oxford taking a big hit there. Reaction is pretty much alone there. Blitz player has to be careful. This is an interesting turn though. Like map control wise, Appa seems to have the upper hand. And now Blue is being pushed. Taking big hits in turn. Kitsune losing a whole lot of HP as well. This stuff though, I mean, Uni actually went down before Blue did. Kitsune goes down. Ventium arriving at the back there is being set upon by both Sahara and Reaction. Raid has a 3-gun advantage. Raid is winning from Appa. Appa, undefeated so far in the round robins, hasn't lost a single matchup. Is about to lose versus Raid. 6 versus 2. Object 3 is still alive, but barely. Gets hugged to death by Oxford. And we have Lost just going down as well. And Raid has the point. And what a point it is. Wow, wow, wow. That is insane. As chaotic as that match was on Rockfield, is the one that I meant, and as lost as Raid seemed then, as they were so strong these last few games, bloody awesome. OBS crashed a little bit there, but wow, absolutely wow. What a matchup, honestly. Whew. Let's have a look how the others have gone. If they're finished just yet. Aqua also lost. RBMK taking 2 points tonight. So RBMK has 2 points from here. They had 2 points here. So they have 4 points right now. Appa has 10 points. Aqua has 9 points. B-Love, how are you doing? They are still going versus Rejects. That's a very vital match as well, because that might decide the fate for one of them. Raid doing beautiful tonight. winning both games, and from Appa no less. Utterly nuts. Absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm not gonna wait for all the matches to be over, just to have a quick look to see if this is... Even though they are facing Legion, and they are still fighting. So I'm not gonna wait for that. I will be back in 2 days to stream the 7th day of the round robins. I'm not sure who I'm gonna be following yet, but if it's anything like tonight, it's gonna be fireworks. Absolutely love it. So definitely massive congratulations to Raid here for getting that specific point. And again, this, I don't mean that to sound wrong, because all these teams are utterly epic, but Appa has been so dominant so far. And then them losing to Raid, anyone that took that home that point, except for maybe Aqua, because they're fairly even, they've been winning everything. But anyone winning that matchup from Appa no less is just wow. Phenomenal, really. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Appa, of course, for the beautiful games. Raid for the beautiful games. And Rejects for the lovely games as well. Basically, this is the thing. I love the way that these teams play. I know what they can do. This is what they can do. Like, honestly, it's fantastic. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back in 2 days to stream the next round robin day. But for now, I wish you all a very lovely evening and have a lovely night. Bye bye.